Yo, what's up? I'm Ryan, aka BitLife, streaming here on the show. And let me see. Okay, we got the audio correct. Welcome in, everyone. We're excited to hang out. We'll just get going. We'll just bring our guests right on. We're hanging out with Metal Megs today. Let me go ahead and click that. What is up? How's it going? We're here.
Hello,
We made
hello,
it.
hello. With no technical difficulties, so that's good.
Zero. Zero. I mean, I was just killing time for my own sake. So. Yeah, you had it on point, so thanks for taking care of that early. Welcome to
That
the
was
show. How you
kind of a
doing?
surprise.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah, trying to get back. I took about a week off for like some family stuff, so trying to get back into the swing of streaming and staying consistent with my
Hmm.
prep and everything. But other than that, it's going pretty good.
Yeah, there's
How
so
about
many
yourself?
things there. Yeah, there's so many things there that we're gonna dig into. Um,
Yeah,
have you ever seen the show or caught a little part of it? We've done maybe about
I've
25 of these so
caught
far.
part.
Okay.
I've caught parts, yeah, and I think one of, like, maybe your first shows, I think I had raided into, and I was like, "Oh, I feel bad, like,
Oh,
I hope I didn't
nice.
interrupt anybody."
No, that's totally great. We love that energy, especially in the fitness community, right? That's just kind of a
Yeah.
part of what we do. Yeah, so this is a game show. I do have a show wheel here. I'm pretty sure I updated it. So there's like 7 or so things on there that we're going to do. Some nonsense, some physical challenges, some questions, and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that to kick us off. But yeah, maybe give us just a little bit of intro too. Like, who are you and what do you do?
Um, hi, I'm Metal Megs. I'm usually a hot mess on stream. Typically, I stream, Friday evenings, Saturday afternoons, and Sunday mornings.
Hmm.
And I stream from an open gym, so I don't have like the full fancy setup and everything. And I think that can be kind of fun because um, I'm not in my own environment, so
Hmm.
I have to like interact with other people that are possibly at the gym. I have crazy stuff going on behind the scenes, usually super loud music that I can't control. So it's usually just a hot mess at my streams, but I try to embrace it.
Oh, that's
As
fantastic.
far as yeah, like as far as myself, I was in the army for 6 years. I'm also a certified personal trainer. I have two cats and I'm originally from Nebraska, which is, I don't know, kind of weird. I feel like a lot of people aren't from Nebraska. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Yeah, and I know I've caught maybe some pieces of your stream, and like I have the best possibility of catching something like during the workday when I don't have anything going on. So the Friday night, the
Mm,
Saturday, the Sunday tends to be a little bit busier.
yeah,
But I'm glad because several people have recommended you. Um, so I'm glad to
thanks.
finally get you on the show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was really excited when you'd reached out to me. Like, I know things were kind of crazy with both of our schedules for a
Hmm.
while. I'm glad we were able to make it work.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so this is a game show. I'm gonna hit the wheel. We're gonna do some things. It's gonna be great. We got Limitless here. What is up? And JK Fighter uh,
Hello.
coming in hot. What's going on, guys? Let's see. Oh man, this is great. Maybe I'll save this. I don't know how many people. I'm not looking at Twitch. Might save this one. Just wait until we get a few more people because it's trivia, right? So
Ooh,
uh, we'll wait a little bit more for trivia. This is Can You Army? It's like fitness and army trivia.
well,
So we'll save that for a little bit later. Here, let me hit the wheel again.
hopefully I don't embarrass myself.
You'll be great. You know what I did? I had Chat GPT help me with it, so
Ooh,
I think you'll have a good chance because it's just like an AI,
okay.
and they could be wrong.
Okay, cool.
You could correct me. That'd
I
be
might
great.
have completely forgotten everything. We'll never know.
Ah, yeah. How long
Never
ago
know
were
till we
you?
try.
How long ago were you in the army?
So, um, technically, I am still in. So, I was in the reserves, the Army Reserves. So, usually, when you sign your contract for the Army, you choose either 3 to 4 active duty years. But if you're in the reserves, typically you sign an 8-year contract.
Hmm.
So, you work for 6 years. So, you do your drill, and then if your unit is picked on a deployment rotation, then you'll go on that deployment for however many amount of months.
Oh
and then you'll
yeah.
come back, do the rest of your drills. But then the last 2 years are basically like on call.
Mm,
So if we were to ever need like my job, my unit, XYZ, whatever, then I could possibly be called back. So I'm technically in still, I just don't drill anymore, if that makes
yeah.
sense. Kind of like a
Sure.
long spiel, but it's a little bit confusing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So you're in reserve now. You're not active. Is that
basically,
basically? Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah. So like I have, I think 3 more months, and then I'll be like completely done. I'll get
Oh,
that
nice.
DD-214 blanket. I got the security blanket. It'll be great.
Do you get like any extended benefits? I don't know, like GI
Uh,
Bill and pension, or I don't know if you're in long enough or how that works.
so yeah, so you can get the GI Bill right when you enlist, and like after basic training and everything. You have to like actually pass basic, then you can use the GI Bill and all of those benefits. But what's kind of weird is like when you have a deployment, it doesn't matter how long that deployment is, your GI Bill actually changes to a different kind, and it actually
Mm.
screws you over. You get less money given to you for school, which is like, I wish they would
Oh,
have told me that.
yeah. Geez.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. Yeah, because I actually stopped going to school to go on deployment because I thought it was going to be better for me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, it was weird.
I mean, have you had I don't know what got you into the army. Like now you're training for like a competition. And Acro
Yeah,
called it the other day like bodybuilding is pageantry. Like
yeah,
and you're training for a bikini show, right? So that's very much
mhm,
pageantry. Like
yeah.
you don't seem like a typical army kind of tough girl, but clearly you're a badass. So what got you into it?
So, in my high school, we were required to take the ASVAB. So it's basically an aptitude test
Hmm.
to see like where you would fit best in the military. And so it would help you like choose your job in the military. Well, I had wrote down that I was okay with a recruiter contacting me because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life at the
Okay.
time. All of my friends, they had at least a rough idea of what they wanted to go to college for.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I have no freaking idea. And so a recruiter, he had called me and he said, "So have you thought about joining the army?" I'm like, "No."
Oh
He's
dang.
like, "Well, you want to talk about it?" I was like, "Sure." So he actually came over to our house and talked to my parents and I,
Mm-hmm.
and he was explaining to me kind of what it was like and everything. And he was like, "We'll pay for school." I was like, "Well, if I join the army, I'm at least making something out of myself while I figure out what I want to do."
Yeah.
So I think it was a really great push, and like it really got me outside of my comfort zone a lot
Mm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't enjoy sports as a kid. I wasn't super competitive like whatsoever.
Hmm.
I actually used to hate to sweat when I was younger. A lot of people
I
don't
can't
know
I can't
that.
imagine what traumatic thing led to that.
Yeah, I actually used to hate to sweat because I didn't like to feel like sticky, if that makes sense.
Sure, yeah.
Um, yeah, so I found the army. I went to basic training in Missouri, southern Missouri, where it's nice and humid and hot.
So
And
much sweating,
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, lots of sweating. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I remember like our last month of training, um, we were literally on the go for the full 16-hour day, like
Oof, wow.
nonstop. We
Yeah.
were either exercising, we were getting ready to leave for the bus, then we were doing explosives training, then we were doing combatives training, then we were doing ground movement training, we were doing weapons maintenance, cleaning, then we would get back and then we would be able to shower and just immediately go to bed. It was
And wake up and do it
very
again.
exhausting. Wake up and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to blow up anything big?
Yeah, like so part of my job, so I was a combat engineer. So it's
Mm.
essentially a infantryman combined with EOD. basically.
What's
So like
EOD? I mean, I
EOD
know
is
what an EOD is. I mean, I
EOD
know
is
what an EOD is, but for those who are listening who don't.
yeah, explosive ordnance disposal. So I
Ah.
learned how to prime, detonate, and if you take extra courses and classes, then you can learn how to disable, disarm specific
Oh, wow.
explosives. So
That's
that's
kind
what
of
makes it a little
intense.
bit EOD. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is that and that's like was that Hurt Locker? Was that the movie? With the woman, right, who
G.I.
does
Jane.
that? Yeah.
G.I. Jane, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That seems kind of intense. Why'd you go into that? Like, oh, maybe I'll
Well,
blow up. I don't know.
so I always liked 4th of July. I will say that. I always enjoyed 4th of July because I always liked lighting off the fireworks and taking the smoke bombs and like, writing my name in the concrete and it would stay there for
So
4
you're
months.
totally a pyro.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. Well, yeah, so I had decided I was going to join the army and the recruiter he's like, "Well, have you ever heard of combat engineer?" I was like, "No." So he showed me the propaganda video and
Oh
that's how he got me
yeah.
showed me the propaganda video. Combat engineer is nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah, the marketing I'm sure
Yeah.
is fantastic. Especially I mean like you just kind of not knowing what to do and then somebody calls you up and you're like, "Yeah, that sounds really interesting. I'm in."
Sounds cool.
Yeah, they're like, "We need
Pretty
some
much what
equity.
happened.
We need some equity here. Like you look like you'd be fantastic for the bombs group. Let's go."
Well, it was funny too because he took the opportunity since the job had actually just opened up to females like 2 weeks prior.
Oh,
So
nice.
it had been completely closed off to females 2 weeks before that. So I was technically the first female combat engineer out of Nebraska,
Oh,
even
wow.
though I didn't drill out of Nebraska. I drilled out of Missouri.
You know,
But
I've been fighting
yeah,
for that equality for years. You know, if men can get blown up, why can't women? I mean, like we gotta
exactly.
bridge that.
Well, and then like a year and a half after that, infantry became available to women as well. So women can do every single job in the army, at least. I don't know about the
Sure.
other branches.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
that's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit another wheel real quick so we can do some nonsensical stuff. Um,
Oh, cool.
and I want to go back kind of to the fitness stuff a little bit. You said that you train at an open gym, and obviously through the army, there's a lot of fitness there. What do we got? Lateral holds. All right. So this will be a challenge.
Cool.
I'll ask my question, and then we'll have to get our weights.
Okay.
So yeah, did that kind of translate? You said you weren't into sports, but then you went into the army, and there's a lot of hard physical activity that you have to do there. And then now, obviously, you're training and super strong, and training for a show. So
hmm
did it translate, or how did you go from that to fitness?
So, did it translate in a linear aspect? So, when I was in basic, I actually fractured my hip. I had a level 4 stress
Ooh,
fracture, which is almost a full break.
that sounds like the
Um,
worst.
yeah, it was super painful. I had never
Oof.
broken a bone before that either. Um, and a lot of it was stress related because my body was just not used to it. Because if you're
Mm-hmm.
not marching, you're running everywhere.
Mm.
So
Just pounding.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was just the constant,
Wow.
yeah, impact. And so I barely passed basic training with my PT test and then my 12-mile ruck that we had to do at the end to pass like my job.
Mm.
Um, that was kind of stressful. So when I came back home after basic and everything, I had to find a way to stay active without running. So that's
Oh
when I
yeah.
really started weight training. And I had just found like a cheap Planet Fitness right next to my house.
Oh yeah.
And they offered like a free personal training, um, like one-on-one session
Mm-hmm.
at my gym. And so I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing. I've only really done like Pinterest workouts and then push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and running.
Yeah.
So I had, gone there and he kind of made me like a rough program. And I did that for probably 3 months. I just did the same thing. So it
Oh,
at
it's
least
great.
like got me
Yeah,
in the
just to get
gym.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, it got me in the
Yeah.
gym regularly, like lifting weights, and then I would like branch out, try some machines. And
Mm.
once my hips started feeling like a little bit more normal, then I would do like a little bit of the Stairmaster, some biking, some elliptical. And then I really started to find like the Instagram, workout girls and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
really learned a lot from that. I gravitated a lot towards YouTube, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's this like whole world of stuff out here." Then I found
Mm-hmm.
powerlifting, then I found like more functional just weight lifting, and I did that for a really long time. I was just like weightlifting. And then I was like, "You know what? I think I could do a show." So here I am now.
Oh wow, yeah. And I'm gonna grab my weight while I'm talking. But what was the timing of that? Because it seems like just from how you compose yourself, like you're a pro and you've been doing it for years. Seems like you really know what you're doing and you're really confident in all of it.
Yeah, yeah, like I was saying, it was definitely not linear. So I started my fitness journey, I would say, in 2016. And I would include basic training in that for
Mm-hmm.
myself,
Right.
just because it was so physically, uh, exhausting. It was just a
Yeah.
very physical thing, and I was just
Absolutely.
not used to. So, I would say my fitness journey started around 2016. That was when I, was going to the gym regularly, finding ways to challenge
Oh, okay.
myself
Yeah.
regularly. So, yeah, and then, um we had a deployment to Afghanistan, and then we came back during the middle of COVID.
Oh
And I
man.
actually got like really in shape on deployment because all you have to do is show up in the right time, the right
Yeah.
uniform, the right place, and then you get a workout. That's all you really have to do. So I got really in shape. I came back home, and I feel like everybody, experienced COVID in their own way, and it was
Mm-hmm.
hard on everybody in their own way. And so I actually almost gave up on going to the gym because I was in a really like depressive state for a while. I had gained like 30 pounds when I came back.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I almost stopped going like completely. And I eventually was just like, okay, I need to get my butt in gear because this is not okay. I do not feel good about
Mm,
myself. This is
yeah.
not okay. And then I slowly, started going to therapy. I fixed my mindset and everything. I
Mm.
fixed other things in my life. And then that's when I got my personal training certification finished. And so, yeah.
Nice. That kind of brings us up to where we are now. All
Yeah,
right,
pretty much.
I have more questions, but we got to do the challenge because this is also a
Okay.
game show.
Let me
So,
get my weight.
yeah, I don't know how much you have. I grabbed 20. I might grab less. This feels really heavy. I will take this moment too to mention too we're doing a giveaway, guys. So exclamation giveaway. You'll see more. I think it's down below. We're giving
10.
away some free Legion. Okay, I'm gonna do 15. I feel like 20 is too much. Um, and yeah, there we go. Select a size, baby. So someone on stream today is going to win free supplements from Legion. So exclamation giveaway. If you type exclamation points, you can see how many points you have. Exclamation ticket. Everyone can get at least one ticket, and then you can use 20 points per ticket. You can get up to 1,000 tickets. So it's awesome. So we're going to give that away on stream. And later in the stream, there's going to be questions that or stories that Megs will tell us. And if you get it right, you have a chance to win a sub to her channel if you're not already subbed. So we're giving away a sub to her channel as well. So that's the things going on tonight. Exclamation giveaway for the giveaway. All right, lateral
Are you
hold.
doing your
So
strong arm?
I'll do my weak arm. Well, do I have a weak
Okay.
arm? Come on.
I'll do my weak arm.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll do
I'm
the
right.
left.
Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. So it's just
Good.
whoever holds it the longest, and then whoever loses,
Okay.
will add up all the points at the end, and then you have to leave the internet if you lose. So, I don't make the
Okay.
rules. I just play the games. So, all right, ready?
Okay.
All right, go for it. There we go. Now, pro
Oh, it
move, since
already.
I have the camera set up this way, it would be just to set down the weight and then not have the weight over there. But
Or like make like a little ledge for yourself.
there
No
you
one will
go.
ever be able to see it.
I love it. I love it. And Sega, the giveaway, it's free shipping in the US. If you're not in the US, you got to pay shipping and stuff. So sorry about that. So you had mentioned your husband had helped you set up the stream and technology and stuff, right? Uh, when did you guys meet? Because obviously that's a very important part of the story too, and a support system, and that type of thing.
So we actually met in the army. So
Oh, nice.
he was in the army as well. Oh my God, I'm struggling. It's just slowly falling down.
Oh, yeah.
Um, we actually met in combatives training. So it was like
Did
a
you get to kick his
hand-to-hand
ass?
combat training. I did at one point,
Oh,
yes.
nice.
So that was pretty fun. Oh my gosh, I'm barely hanging on.
Ah,
I can't now.
okay. Oh, well fought.
It was just slowly.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like a quarter lateral raise at that point.
I love it. You're fighting for it though.
But yeah, so we met in combatives training. So that was kind of fun. We like to say, like, if people ask us, oh, like, how'd you guys meet? Like, oh, we were choking each other out. It's fine.
That could go one of two ways, but you're like, no, we're beating each other up.
It could. But yeah, so that was pretty fun. So yeah, we met each other in 2017. And then we got married right after I turned 20, actually. So we've been married almost 5 years this year. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's I know. So I'm married as well, and my wife puts up with all this nonsense, but it's just so helpful and like through COVID, just to have somebody around, was great. Like I'm an introvert. I don't know if you would describe
I'm an
yourself. Okay,
introvert.
which is funny because it's like we're introverts, but now we're doing fitness on TV essentially, or like on the internet.
So, like, that's the
Yeah,
thing. It's your own space.
yeah,
So,
that's
like, you
totally
can leave if you want to leave,
right. And
and
we
no one
control
will
it.
offend you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's still like comfortable. Yeah, yeah, I totally get that. It's funny because like I feel like most of the people that I talk to admit that they're introverts, but then, we're
Mhm.
going out and doing this, which is kind of like a performance or pageantry essentially,
It is,
right?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Um, so that's cool. And then, yeah, just having other people around through COVID, like as an introvert, I was like, all right, let's just sit around and watch movies and stuff. And it was driving my wife mad. So, we ended up expanding that group and like, you're in our bubble now. We can hang out. But yeah, what is, how does that work with fitness and your husband and the show and all that stuff? Was that something that you guys kind of work through together? Because like when I first told my wife I was like streaming, she's like, "What? Twitch? Isn't that video games? Like, what are you doing on Twitch? Like, aren't you too old? Aren't you like twice the
Yeah.
medium age or whatever?" I was like, "Okay, okay, let's figure this out."
That's so funny. Yeah, my husband actually, he was the one that recommended that I should stream. So
Oh, nice.
I only knew that he would watch like some specific people on Twitch. I was like, "Oh, it's video games. Okay." Well, I work from home, and so he was watching Twitch one day. I was like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. Like this girl, she's got like 4,000 people watching her, and she's just on a scooter all day." I was like, "What?" I was like, "People watch that?" He was like, "Well, yeah. Like she talks to people, she answers questions and stuff." He's like, "You would like that." I was like, "Uh, that." And he's like,
Yeah,
"No, no, no. Look, like you don't have to just, be on a scooter all day. You don't have to, play games. Like you can do whatever you want." He's like, "Oh, look." We were looking through the categories. He's like, "Oh, look. There's fitness and health. You could stream your
yeah, yeah.
workout." I'm like, I don't know. Like this is like my safe space. Like I need this
Yeah, your
time
personal
to
time.
myself.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. And he was like, "Just think about it." I was like, "Okay." So then I thought about it. A couple months went by, and I was like, "Okay, maybe I'll download Twitch. Maybe I'll make an account." So then I was
Oh,
like
nice.
lurking in fitness streams for probably 9, 10 months before I ever said
Oh,
anything.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, and it was under like a
Ooh,
different
before
name. I
before
think
you
it was
even
like,
said anything?
Yeah, because I was just like
Okay.
so nervous. I'm like, this is a completely different community. Like there's like
Yeah.
rules here. There's different, things you have to learn. Like I didn't know what the frick Kappa was. I was like, I don't know what this means. I was like, what is Kappa? What is LOL? I don't understand this.
Ah, that's
And then
great.
I took that time to like understand Twitch as a
Yeah.
whole.
It's like,
And
welcome to the
so,
nonsensical internet.
yeah. And I was really focused on my personal training at the time, and I had,
Hmm.
pulled my personal training Instagram followers. I was like, where would you like to see a full workout? Would you like to see it on Instagram or would you like to see it on Twitch? Majority
Oh,
of the
yeah.
people said Instagram. And I was like, I
Right.
kind of just want to do Twitch. Well, that was a total flop. Like, I think one person showed up because I think only half of the people actually got the notification that I went live at that time.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. And so I ended the stream early. I turned on Twitch, like I didn't think about it at all. I was like, hi, so this is me. I don't really know what I'm doing. My Instagram live flopped, so here I am now. Hi.
Yeah. Oh,
And
okay.
it
So
worked
you
out
tried
really
you
well.
tried Instagram Live and nobody showed up to that one. So you
Yep.
moved over to Twitch. Oh, that's
Yep.
interesting. Yeah, because certainly
Yeah.
there's a lot of people on Instagram, and it seems like it's maybe easier to get people going on that than on Twitch. So have you found it then easier now that you're on Twitch and trying to build that audience?
Now that I have been like showing up, fairly consistently on Twitch, I would say it's a little bit easier to build that audience, build the community, and you don't always have people that want to follow you on different platforms. Have some people that literally only want to follow you, watch you, engage with you on Twitch, and like that's
Mm-hmm.
totally fine too. Um, but I will say like unity aspect is so much better on
Mm,
Twitch versus like
mm-hmm.
if you were to just try and go about it on Instagram.
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
seems like too, like whether it's competition or just the amount of people there, like there's just not a ton of people in health and fitness who are consistent.
No.
And I mean, right now there's still not a ton of people coming in to the category. So I feel like that's kind of a goal of everyone, is like try to get more people in the category, because otherwise, we'll see people like, oh, I'm just gonna do the just chatting because there's just more people there, so discoverability's up. So
Mhm.
like, have you experimented with that at all? Like even this, like Snookers suggested it. I haven't done it yet. I gotta remember it. But trying like what is it? Game show, podcasts, whatever, talk shows. I think talk
Oh
shows is
yeah.
one. Like try something
Hmm.
else, or try just chatting, or try whatever, because it's there's more people there. There might be more discoverability. Have you
Hmm.
experimented with that at all?
So I tried just chatting for maybe like 2 weeks just to kind of trial it, see if it would work for me. And I
Mm-hmm.
used to stream like really late on the weekdays when I was going to a different gym. Um, and it actually didn't work well for me whatsoever. It was much better
Oh,
for me
really?
to stay within fitness and health
Yeah.
because there was hardly anyone on at those times. And so I was usually like the top person at that time. So it worked really
Oh,
well
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So I've just stuck with fitness and health. But I can completely understand why some people maybe they find themselves their community and like what they want to bring to Twitch to be maybe a little bit more niche than just
Mm-hmm.
fitness and health.
Mm-hmm.
So it might make more sense to go into just chatting. But yeah, personally, it's just, I don't know, it didn't really work for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's something I think a lot of people are still experimenting with. And I just saw Holder was talking about a newly partnered streamer, which is like very hard in health and fitness. But he was talking about streaming and the personality, and like, yeah, like I'm not a fitness person who wants to train people. He's like, I want to entertain. I'm a personality, and fitness is a huge
Mhm.
part of it. And so, trying to figure out who you are, what you are, and how you want to put yourself forward is really important. And that, it seems like you've thought through that, to a good degree.
Yeah. like with Twitch, I mean, kind of just like on a YOLO. I knew that I wanted to just like talk to people, just make
Mm,
friends, show my workouts. If people want help with form or exercises, I am more than happy to help. But also, like, I think just showing up and showing that you can be consistent
mm-hmm.
brings a lot of people motivation, because I've had people message me on like Discord or Instagram or Whisper. They're like, it's great to see you like showing up for yourself day after day. And I'm like,
Mm.
what? I really appreciate that, because it says like they sometimes will tell me that it gives them motivation to continue going, or
Oh
maybe
yeah.
pick that go to the gym. Maybe they fell off and they want to get back on it again. So they come to Twitch, see the same people continue showing up, and that
Mm-hmm.
gives them the motivation that they might need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you said you work from home. Is it training from home, or do you do something else and then you're able to train on the side? Because you also do that as well, right?
Training on the side. I've mainly been focusing on Twitch recently, but yes, I still do offer
Oh,
personal
okay.
training on the side. But yeah, I have a day job that I work. I work in mortgage. So yeah.
Oh yeah, like our guy Zach,
Yeah.
Zachbot. You know Zach?
Similar. Quite the same, but similar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of personal training, my workout I'm doing Ultimate PP, Ultimate Push Pull Legs, Ultimate PP. That's great. Ultimate PPL from Jeff Nippard. Front squats on block 3 today, and I'm trying to do like the Olympic hold, and I feel like I don't have the
Oh,
flexibility at all. So like I was like
that's
using straps, and I was like, all of this sucks. This sucks.
well, the straps are like a great like it can be great to help you like learn to keep your elbows high though, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually difficult for a lot of people.
Do I need like what is it? Is it like wrist flexibility? Like what can I work on that not have that suck?
Prob- Probably wrist and also maybe lat flexibility as well,
Okay.
because if you're not
Yeah.
able to fully like lengthen your
Oh.
arms without arching your
Yeah.
back too
That's
much, it
that's about as
could
far
be
as I can
lat
go.
flex. Yeah, it might be your lats.
So, like no flexibility whatsoever.
Yeah.
Uh, are you? Did you have to work at that flexibility, or are you just normally flexible?
I mean, I
Because
like
that
to
seemed
think
really
that my
hard to me.
I like to think I have decent mobility, because it is really important to me. Because when I was doing a lot of just like kind of just like functional or just
Mm,
weight lifting, like I wasn't necessarily training for a specific body goal or in a like
mm-hmm.
specific powerlifting numbers, things like that. I got really good at figuring out mobility things that I liked. So my mobility routine that I do before every single workout, it's like a ritual for me. Because if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't do it all, my workout just does not feel right. And then once I
Okay.
realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to do this, I have to do it right away. And then I feel like completely ready for my workout. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel
no.
like I've always had pretty decent
Okay.
flexibility. I don't know.
Yeah, with like, I jump into acro stream and it seems like the whole first third of his routine is mobility. I'm like, dang it, I gotta work on it. You
I
know,
do
uh, I don't think I do it very well either. Now that we're kind of going, we're gonna do the trivia. I'm gonna switch over to trivia here. So give me a second. You might disappear for a second, but then you'll come back. All right, all right, all right, all
like that.
right. Now, let's see. Let's see. Is your video still there, or did I kill it all the way? There it is. It's still there. Cool. We're gonna do some
Easy.
trivia, guys. I love the commentary, by the way. Like, mini, the Olympic lifts are what is it? Olympic lifts are a myth created by the Anti-Powerlifting League. Love it. Also, ploy orchestrated by Big Pharma to come for your gains. Some of the biggest people on Twitch Health and Fitness showing up. What's up, guys? We are doing a giveaway! Exclamation giveaway! Win free shit. Free supplements, all the proteins. Do you take a lot of supplements? Or you just eat a
Not
lot of good
really.
food?
I eat like I mean, I don't really know if someone would consider it good food. It's basic food, but it tastes good.
Love it.
But as far as like supplements go, I, I mean, an electrolyte every day, creatine, um,
Ooh,
protein
the
powder.
creatine, the
Like,
good stuff. Yeah,
yeah, I take my creatine every day, and then I take like a protein powder right now because I make protein oats in the morning for my breakfast.
some
That's
good
also a
protes.
ritual.
Nice. Yeah.
But as far as like, supplements in like a pill form, I guess, I really don't take a whole lot, I don't
hmm
think. I take like a probiotic, magnesium, what else?
Magnesium. Yeah. Is that so? I've seen Legion, our sponsor or our
Mhm.
giveaway, just has a new magnesium product. I'm not super familiar with magnesium. Um, what is kind of the benefit of magnesium?
So a lot of people are actually deficient in magnesium, so you wouldn't
Hmm.
know unless you get blood work done. But a lot of people are deficient in it, and it can really impact your sleep, your digestion,
Oh.
help with like muscle cramps and aches. So some people will be given magnesium as a natural muscle relaxer, which is kind of interesting. And it can
Oh,
also help
interesting.
improve your mood, which is really cool too. And so you can take it for mild depression and anxiety benefits, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I started taking it, gosh, probably like 2 years ago. I started taking it, and I really have been noticing a difference. And once I started my prep and my cut, I actually increased the dosage, so it does help me sleep really well
Oh,
now.
okay.
Helps like digestion and everything. Helps just keep my mood really nice. I mean, nice as it can be when dieting, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which you are.
Magnesium
Yeah,
is
let's
definitely underrated, I will say
I'm
though.
gonna I am interested because it's now on my radar. So I'm gonna try to A/B test it, be like, okay, how did I feel this week? Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing the next week and take some magnesium and see how it goes. All right, let's see. How army are you? I mean, the reality is you're super army, but do you
Well,
remember your stuff? Here we go.
why
Let's
not?
see. So let me pull this up. Over on this side, I think everyone who's watching can click, and you have to like enable QuizKit to participate, and everything will pop up on your device, whether it's a phone or your computer or whatever. Correct answers gain points. Wrong answers lose points. The quicker you answer, the more points you win or lose. Not answering doesn't affect your points, and the player with the most points at the end is the winner, and you get our just undying appreciation. So that's what you can win. Here, let me fix your video real fast. See, I do production for my job, but I typically have lots of people helping. So it's like such a
All good.
mind F to be doing this at the same time. So sorry if I occasionally just kind of go cross-eyed as I'm trying to get stuff to work. Acro will tell me when I break things, which is great.
It's good. It's fine.
All right, here we go. Start the game. Question 1 should pop up. What is the minimum number of push-ups required for a female soldier 17 to 21 to pass the Army Physical Fitness Test, the APFT?
Ooh,
Is it
a new
13,
one
15,
too.
20, or
Oh,
7?
that's the new PT test too, and I actually never had to take that.
Oh, really?
Um,
What did
yeah.
because you had something, you passed some test, right? They're not
Yeah,
just
that
letting
that
anyone
was
in.
the old PT test. And the old PT test was based on like 1980s standards.
Oh.
Um,
Well,
okay.
there might be a question later that talks about the different tests. So I
Ooh.
thought
Okay.
I thought this was the earlier test, but you're saying this is the new test, the APFT?
Uh, I believe so.
All right, and
Or
this is
hold
just
on.
the AI trying to confuse us and turn us against each other.
Okay, I stand corrected. It's the ACFT. I apologize.
Okay. All right.
ACFT is the new one. So that's still the old one.
All right. Good,
Okay.
good, good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know my answer now.
All right, what's your answer?
I believe it's 13.
You are correct.
Uh,
There it is. We had nobody guessed 13. Everyone, had good thoughts. 15 got 2 votes. 20 got 1. 7. Come on. 7. Come on. All right, next up. Which of the following is not one of the 3 events in the APFT? Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, or 2-mile run?
Got it.
And we'll give them about 11 more seconds to answer before
Yeah.
you reveal the answer.
I
You're
won't
doing great so far.
I was about to be so nervous if I was going to embarrass myself on this trivia.
I asked ChatGPT to generate 7 fitness questions based on Army knowledge, and I had to kind of
Okay,
re-ask the question a few times, and these are the ones that we got, which is cool.
that's
So we got
cool.
AI helping us on the show.
I love it.
Oh, I revealed the answer. Was that your answer?
Yep, that's the right one. Yep.
Yeah, you're like definitely, yeah,
Definitely pull-ups.
definitely what I was guessing. Yeah,
We
but
still
you
had
were
to train
saying
pull-ups, but we
okay.
just
Yeah, you
weren't
were saying
testing
you
them.
train them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Next question. This is 3. There's 7 total. What is the maximum amount of time a female soldier has to complete the 2-mile run portion of the APFT? Approximately 16 minutes, approximately 20 minutes, approximately 18, or approximately 14? Negative 32K.
Okay, I know.
I can't click. What's up, Joe? Joe Workouts. We did a stream with Joe, I don't know, months ago. It all combines together. It's difficult too because the timing is really really weird for this answer. The answer is actually like 1538 to 1558 or something.
Oh,
There's like
dang.
a 20-second lag in between younger folk and older folk. I like why? I don't know why it's like 20 seconds. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like that amount of time,
Yeah,
right?
it's super weird because all different age groups in our unit, and it was just so confusing because you had to make sure you got the right age of the person, obviously their gender, and then you had to figure out like on a point system where they were placed with all 3 events. It was really really confusing.
Make sure that you can run towards the bomb and defuse it is what we want.
Pretty
Just
much.
just a little bit faster than the other people. All right, here we go. Next question. Which of the following is a common bodyweight exercise used in Army physical training? A burpee, a leg press, a squat, or a bench press? I
Got
feel
it.
like this is one that even fitness folk could probably intuit. I don't know if this is an official regulation per se, but
Wouldn't say it's official, but they do a lot of them.
yeah.
A lot.
All right, and what's your answer?
The burpee.
The burpee. Do you guys? I feel like maybe more modern movies I've seen it, but older movies I probably haven't. So is it newer? You guys do a lot of them nowadays?
Well, so in the army, part of our uh, like physical readiness training, or so they call it PRT. You
Mm.
have specific warm-ups that you can do, and then you have conditioning drills, then you have running drills, you have push-up, pull-up drills. Well, part of the warm-up is actually at the very end, it's called an 8-count push-up. Essentially a burpee with 2 push-ups. I demonstrated it on my stream a couple times. Um,
Oh.
yeah, so it's a burpee, but you do 2 push-ups instead of like just falling on the ground and then coming back up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
Kind of
deceiving. They're like, no, no,
weird.
it's just an 8 count. And you're like, well, I have to do 2 of them now.
Well, the worst part was when because it's all like in cadence. So the person leading it in charge of how fast the movement goes. So they would purposefully go really, really fast on that part. So you had to
Mm.
do the burpees fast.
Oh, I love it. I love that so much. And I hit the next question because I thought you paused. So if you're watching, you can get it. What does the acronym APFT stand for in the context of Army Fitness? Army Physical Fitness Test, Army Physical Force Test, Army Physicality and Flexibility Test, Army Physicality and Functionality Test.
I know.
What's the answer?
Army physical fitness test.
You are correct. All right, we got one answer in, and that answer is correct. Nice. I like these. Try to trick the people. I thought there was a chance we could trick because some of these words are pretty close. All right, here we go. On to question 6. What is the name of the program that replaced the Army Physical Fitness Test in 2020? The Army Physical Readiness Test, the Army Strength and Endurance Test, the Army Fitness Challenge Test, the Army Combat Fitness Test. Who
Just
was
talking
paying
about it. If y'all
attention?
were
I
paying
know.
attention. I already said
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, if Tabs is around, she always gives me crap because she's like, "I told you this already." I'm like, "Sorry, I didn't. I didn't check my diary. My diary's upstairs where I write down all the things you tell me." All right, here we go. What's your answer?
Army combat fitness test.
That is correct.
Oh,
You are so far
you didn't have
100%.
to take.
Uh-huh. All right, and we got one more question coming up here. This bodes well for you staying on the internet if you get this next one right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Which of the following exercises is not part of the Army Combat Fitness Test? Spring, drag, carry, handstand push-up, deadlift, or standing power throw?
Got it.
Also, I don't know what the spring drag carry is. I guess I can understand drag and carry. I don't know what spring is.
I think that one's a typo.
Oh, is it sprint? Should it be sprint?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Some dumbass wrote these, so.
So I didn't have to take the test, but I still did train for it at one point.
Okay. All right. What's your
I
answer?
know them. It's the handstand push-up that's not in it.
Oh, that's 7 for 7. You got 100% of these.
Embarrass myself.
Minnie says if I got this wrong, I'm disbanding the army. I didn't know you had that capability. That's pretty awesome. Coming at us. All right, show the final score. Snook, positive. Look at this. Positive 2,000. And then Shink in green next. JK Fighter for all. Minnie coming in at minus 45,000. You know, if I didn't know you were a band teacher, I might be concerned, but you know, that's all right. These things happen. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for playing. Let's see. Now we return to that, and we're back, and I'm going to hit the wheel again. So now what are you kind of looking at this year for Twitch or Instagram or the training business? Like, do you set goals and, you know, you're going to try to hit them? Do you kind of just flow, like somewhere in between? Like, you know, how do you handle all
that? Growing up, I was always like told that I was go with the flow. I wasn't really. I'm very type A. I like knowing what I'm going to be doing. I like having a plan, but my ADHD sometimes keeps me back from that.
Oh yeah,
So
I feel that.
Try to have like a rough plan. So I have like things that I would like to do, and if it doesn't happen, that's totally fine. But if something else, you know, comes up that sounds really cool, sounds really interesting, sounds like something that could help me grow, then hell yeah, I want to do that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I like to do stuff. So yeah, I don't know how my show is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another one after that. If I win, that's cool. If not, I still did it and I'd still be proud of myself. Um, as far as Twitch, I don't know if I'm going to be going to TwitchCon this year. I've got a lot of like family stuff kind of going on around that time. So I don't
Hmm.
really know if that's going to be in the cards for me this year. Would I like to? Sure, but I'm not really
Yeah.
sure yet. We'll see. And like I'm still like working on my home gym because then I'll be able to stream much more frequently. So that will be really, really cool.
Mm.
No, I'm just kind of here. We're just vibing.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. I feel like I'm kind of the same way in personality as well. Like I have a whole um, note-taking tool, Notion, where I plan a lot of stuff and write all my notes and connect and coordinate. But then, yeah, if something comes up, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's pivot. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Like not like rigidly beholden to some random list or set of ideas. And I think
Hmm.
that's probably like a good way, and maybe I'm biased because I think it sounds like I think in a similar way to you.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good way to, plan for success and then pivot when, whether a new opportunity
Yeah.
presents itself or shit hits the fan, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I mean, I like having just a rough idea of what I want for myself, but then, like you were saying, if something else comes along, yeah, I want to do that. Let's do that.
Hmm.
But, if shit hits the fan, okay, cool. Let's pick up the pieces and
Yeah.
see where we can go from there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it's not that you or I or people like us. It's not like we're just go with the flow willy nilly. It's like no, no, no.
no.
It's probably just more of an easygoing chill. But again, like to plan, but just don't get stressed out when that's going to change.
Hmm.
Yeah. JK Fighter is really really bringing it today. He hates it when the shit hits the fan, gets everywhere, then it's all smelling. You have to clean it up. That's maybe not shit hitting the fan, but I feel like I've got a bunch of children, and they've helped me to go with the flow. Maybe I was more A type because of my mom. Like she made us after every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even during school. We would like get down and wash the floor, like scrub the floor clean to the point where
Yeah.
like the vinyl tile or the vinyl like that was on the floor was like losing its coloring, because it
Oh
was
my gosh.
clean so much, right?
Dang.
And I feel like I brought a lot of that into the marriage, and then the wife is like, yeah, that's not gonna work. We gotta even each other's rough edges out. So same thing with kids,
That's
like
funny.
you just gotta roll with it. Like I have this great picture that I showed someone today. I was like, yeah, I was going to bed and I was just checking on one of the little kids, and I come over and they're not moving, and there's just blood all over their pillow.
Oh no.
And I was a little concerned. I was like, okay, you're breathing. Like they just had gotten a dry nose and a bloody
You're
nose,
breathing.
and after that I had to like get them and clean things, and it's like I spent another 45 minutes after I was gonna go to bed doing this other thing, but I just ended up listening to a podcast. You just pivot
Yeah.
and enjoy where you are. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
that.
funny.
Yeah. Um, let's see. I'm gonna hit a wheel again. But I do, if, I don't know, the family things don't end up being as busy, I'm going to try putting stuff together. And whether we do it officially or unofficially, I'd love to do it officially with the Twitch folk, but do some kind of Nickelodeon style Guts game show. Try to get like 16 competitors, maybe 4 different teams. We've been talking about how it would work,
That would be
and just
so cool.
compete. And if we could get like, the best goal would be to get like Twitch rivals or just Twitch official to put it up and connect with them. So I'm in
That would be
contact with
really
2 different people over there, but that could get some people into health and fitness. So I'm just throwing that
definitely.
out there. You know,
That
hopefully
would
we can
be
do that.
super cool. And it does seem like a lot more fitness streamers will be going to TwitchCon this year. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
I want to
crazy.
go, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. So I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
no pressure, just an opportunity, perhaps. How's
A
that?
little pressure.
A little
A
pressure,
little bit.
because it'd be awesome. Um, let's see. Oh, I did hit the wheel, so we're gonna take a look at the revealing photo here in a second. But what I want to hear, like, what inspired you to do the show?
Do the show? Gosh,
Yeah.
because I know I came into your stream, it was a few weeks ago, and I think because I try and like hop into like different channels throughout the day if I'm able to, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like either Joe or Acro had rated you, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, we got Metal Mags in here. We need to have you on the show." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, I'd love to." And it was just a matter of finding the time of when it worked and everything, and
Oh
so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. As much as I love hearing about myself, I actually meant the pageant, the bikini show that you're doing.
Oh goodness.
That's all right. It was a
No, the bikini
softball.
show. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't really know. It was, I think, a combination of like a few things. Because like I was saying earlier, when I had really started going to the gym and like lifting weights regularly, um, I kind of found like the bodybuilding side of fitness. And I was like,
Mm,
that's really cool. I was like, I don't know if that's something I would ever do, but like that's pretty cool. Didn't have nearly enough muscle to compete at that time, like
sure.
at all. But it was always kind of like in the back of my mind, like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Like, I don't really know would want to like do that. That's kind of neat. And then like being on Twitch Health and Fitness, I see a lot more bodybuilders. I am like able to connect with more bodybuilders,
Yeah.
people who either just like to live that lifestyle or they have actually competed. And so, and then I saw Joe Workouts do her show. I got to see her, start from I think she started with her bulk and then she went all the way through to her show in December. I was like, okay, if Joe can do this, I can do this. I was like,
Oh, that's awesome. I love
I was
like the
like, okay,
encouragement. Like you see somebody doing it and you're like, yeah, I think
yeah,
I can do that too.
exactly. And I was like, okay, maybe this is something I could do. And when I had very first found bodybuilding, I didn't really see a category that I could see myself competing in, like aesthetic wise. I didn't really see one that I,
Oh,
kind
sure.
of like vibed with.
Yeah.
Wellness came to the US in 2021, I think, either 2020 or 2021. It's still a relatively new category in the female categories. Um, so I was like, maybe I could do that. I was like, I'm not nearly as big as the like Olympia girls, but I've always been a natural athlete and I always plan to stay a natural athlete. I was like, maybe I could find like a natural federation that I could compete in. That would be kind
Yeah.
of cool. So I was doing more research, trying to find different federations that I could compete in that did offer wellness. So I found the OCB, and that's actually the same federation that Joe Workouts did her bikini competition through. So I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
okay, I can do this. So yeah.
And and I'm super ignorant. Like, kind of started training several years ago and got into fitness, and then got into health and fitness in Twitch. So, what can you describe for me, like the difference between wellness, bikini, um, the other types of bodybuilding that you were looking at?
So yeah, there's different categories based on the amount of muscle size and kind of like the shape that they look for. In order of least to most muscle, there's bikini, wellness, figure, and then women's physique. And then you also have
Oh,
fitness in there, but I don't really know much about fitness. They do athletics and stuff. Um, so yeah, wellness is essentially like bikini upper body and then figure lower body. So it's really cool
mm,
because it's the only category in bodybuilding that actually looks for asymmetry. So that's kind of cool. And it was really
oh,
popular.
okay.
Yeah, it was really popular in Europe and South America for a long time. And then it officially came to the US a few years ago. So yeah.
So is in figure, is that more shapely, more curvy, bikini, just less fat percentage? Like what's kind of the differences?
So bikini is gonna be more on like the softer side, so you would have like a little bit higher body fat percentage. Wellness is about the same body fat percentage, maybe a little bit more cut. It's about the same.
Hmm.
Figure is going to be more defined, but then women's physique is going to be the leanest that you would have. Um, so wellness and figure are like kind of in the middle ish. But yeah,
Hmm. And you're going to be
it's
competing in
kind of hard
wellness?
to describe. Yeah, so I'll
Yeah.
be competing in the wellness category. So it's all about the booty and the legs.
Yeah, what's that look like? Because I think for like, just maybe bodybuilding or physique, like you can probably be like, I just got to get as shredded and as muscular as possible. But this is somewhere in between, so you're like, okay, I still need to be strong, but still a
hmm
little flex or not flexible, but a little curvy or
Yeah.
yeah. How
So
do you think of that, or how do you work towards that?
what's cool about wellness is that like you really have sure you're hitting, big compound movements to build that muscle,
Mm,
which I was doing for years before this. I mean, not really squats. We don't really talk about squats. My quads are lacking, but they're getting there. But yeah, with wellness, you have to make sure you're hitting your glutes really hard. You're doing your squats, you're doing deadlifts, you're doing hip thrusts, you're doing lunges, you're doing Bulgarian split squats. You're lifting
that's awesome.
heavy. That's what I
Yeah.
really liked about wellness because I was like, oh gosh, it's like figure girls, like they're really big, like they have big arms, like a big back. Like,
Oh,
I mean, I
okay.
have like a decent back, but I don't have big arms like that. I don't think I could do that. And then I found wellness. I was like, oh, this is perfect for me.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome that there's a category like that. Do they have a category like that for men? I'm not super familiar with, the men competitions
They
either.
don't, but they should. We need a men's wellness. Heck yeah. Men's wellness would
Yeah,
be great.
I feel like I could approach something like that a little bit easier. Like, I don't put a lot of stock in the idea of genetics, but like I just have huge calves and huge thighs. And I try to be a little bit more shreddy down below, but I can't help it.
That would be perfect for you then.
Yeah, I love it. All right, we're gonna jump into your revealing photos here.
Oh gosh.
My
Which
daughter just came
one?
over here to ask me a question. Um, is mom not home?
She went to bed.
Mom went to bed. Was she not feeling well? Okay. Yeah. Yes, but just put it in your cart. She's asking me if she can use Amazon. Just put it in the cart and then leave it for me to look at. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't have anything for you to do it on. Sorry. Just roll with it. You plan and then things happen and all right. Or we can look at it in the morning, Hannah.
Will it come in time though?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I cannot help you right now. Expectations. All right. Let me pull this up.
Go with the
Your
flow.
photos. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Let me fix this.
I had to
Hello.
kind of crop it weird.
Yeah, no worries. I can make things happen. I know technology. All right. So this is a different Megs. And
Yeah.
what's your actual name? Megan?
Megan, yeah.
Megan. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Megs was
so
just like my nickname growing up. So
I love
a
it too.
lot
I
of
love
people just
metal,
like
like metal
called me
Megs.
Meg. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That works really well. I think BitLife Show is dumb, but I kind of made use of it. But
Like,
Metal Megs is great. It's like you. Um, yeah, yeah. So I think you shared this, and this is before you started training.
yeah, this was actually we went on a lake day with my friends and this was right before I left for basic. So this was probably 3 days before I left for basic training.
Oh wow, nice. And
Yeah,
this is probably what the softest or least strong you've been in the last however many years that
ever.
was. What, 7 years? Yeah, ever. Yeah, now you're
Ever,
you're you're
yeah.
much stronger. Yeah.
Like I did some lifting, to try and like prep for basic training. So I did a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, and I would try and do some like runs and like cardio stuff before that. But I
Oops.
wasn't really consistent with it, if we're being
Uh-huh.
honest. Like I would find like Pinterest workouts because I didn't really know anything else. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's what I did. And like my friend and I, we would go to the gym at 5 a.m. and then we would leave and
Oh,
then go to
damn.
school together and finish our senior year like that. So
Nice.
if we woke up on time, we would go to the gym at 5 a.m. together.
I
But
love
I
it.
really
Yeah,
wasn't
my
that consistent.
yeah. I did some V shred. You know, people will hate on
Oh,
that dude, but that kind of just got me going. Like as an Instagram, like spend $30, get some stuff, and it's like, okay, no, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff. We're getting strong.
I mean, it at least gives you something. Like, I don't think it's a
Mm-hmm.
bad place to start at all. And like people will ask me that. They're like, "Oh, like what do you think about this workout?" Because they found it on Pinterest or Instagram. I'm like, if you can do it and you see results from it, you're pushing yourself, you're eating according to those goals, sure, who cares?
Yeah, yeah, and it may
That's how
not be
I
the
see
most efficient. It may be stolen from somebody else. So eventually, if you figure that out, change it. But yeah,
it.
yeah, I got some good gains from there. Um, all right, this is great.
Oh
I love
gosh,
this. My
yeah.
dad, I've got a lot of family in the military, so I don't know. I just have like fond memories of family members. So I loved when I saw this. Just the professionalism. You look like older, not in a bad way, but
I
just
know.
super professional, super businessy, badass in this image.
I think another part of it is the pixie cut too, because I went to basic with a bob,
Oh,
and they were having us take prenatal vitamins to help not get a hip fracture. I still got one, but regardless, it makes
oh
your
yeah, to,
hair
to
grow
to
really
strengthen the
fast.
density of your bones. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes your hair grow super fast. So my bob was growing out a lot, and it was getting super super hot, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the barber shop and get my hair cut."
Oh my
So
gosh.
when they would send out the guys every 2 weeks to go and get their buzz cuts, we were basically let out on like a 3 hour, they called it a pass. And so when I was
Okay.
out on my pass, I went to the barber shop and I got my hair cut.
Oh,
Because
that's
I
awesome.
was just
What
sick of the hot hair.
do you have a pony right now? I can't remember what your hair is like now. Is it short?
Yeah, I have it
Oh
clipped
yeah,
back
yeah.
right now, but it's about like this length.
Yeah. Um yeah, that's great. And then describe these are your what uniform is this? I forget all those
So these
things.
are my blues. So this
Your
is gonna
blues.
be like your professional uniform.
Mm,
So, so usually when you see people in the army, they're usually wearing their OCPs, or like some people call them
yes.
camis.
I just
So,
filmed with somebody yesterday who had their OCPs. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So, we would like train, do workouts, sometimes do workouts, just go about day-to-day business in the OCPs.
Mm,
But then you also have like your PT uniform, but yeah, this one is going to be the blues. So like you'd have all your awards. And like if you see on my right side, there's like a little pin that you get to wear for specific jobs. So I was within the Army Corps of Engineers because I was a combat
mm,
engineer. So I got like a special
mm-hmm.
pin that I got to wear. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, you're
But
like, I
yeah.
deal with shit that blows up.
Yeah,
Or could. Hopefully
that's essentially
doesn't.
what the pin means, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super
Yeah.
badass.
Oh
And then
gosh,
here's your
yeah.
other uniform.
Yeah. So I like this picture. I was like, I feel like this is a good one to share because I was in like a really, really low spot mentally at this time.
Mm,
Um, but I was kind of trying not to show that I was. I was just trying to figure myself out, figure out what I, wanted to do after this deployment that I came back home from.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's just kind of me. Like I'm pretty like feminine, so it does show like a completely different side to myself if you hear that I'm in the army. And I don't know, I find it
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Yeah, no, I love that. It's like I don't know, kind of like quintessential womanhood, like the strength and the beauty, right? Together,
Yeah,
just coming out in different ways at different times. That's awesome.
thank you.
I love it too. It's kind of a sassy look. It almost kind of doesn't look like you.
I know. It's so strange like seeing like older pictures of yourself too because you see how much like you
Yeah.
grow, not
Mm-hmm.
just physically but also, mentally, and you see how like you
Mm-hmm.
hold yourself differently sometimes. And I don't know, when I see this picture, I don't know. I remember like how low I felt, but a couple months after this, I started to, pick myself back up again. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet, it seems too.
Yeah.
All right, and then I feel like you're a woman of many smiles. Like even this one is like another different, unique smile. Kind of looks like a different
Yeah.
person, but it's great.
Yeah, I took those pictures for myself
Mm,
right when I was like launching my personal training. So those were kind of like the promo pictures I took for myself. Yeah. I set out
dude,
my
that's super
camera
fun.
on like a self timer and I just took pictures out in the open. I was
Oh,
like,
really? By
this is me
yourself? Yeah.
now.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you do a bunch? I guess a bunch like I don't know. Do you do fitness poses? Like obviously this is like lifestyle and like really cool in
Mhm.
terms of marketing. Like that's what I do professionally. So you see somebody who looks fit and healthy and is smiling and it's a really good photo, right? Like all
Mhm.
those things speak positively of a brand, of a person. Did you do a bunch of different things like this lifestyle? Did you have fitness moves? Like what did you do?
So I don't really, I feel like I'm not great at posing, like at all. Like I know my wellness poses that I need to do, but in terms of like
Mm,
when I'm taking pictures of myself, I don't know. I was actually talking about it in at Groshi's chat. I think it was yesterday.
mm.
I get like really self-conscious because I feel like I'm just super awkward. And so I just end up like laughing. So like the whole time
Oh,
I
that's
was
great.
taking these pictures, I was just like laughing at myself the whole time because people kept like walking past me. I'm like, don't look at me. Why are you, don't
Ah,
perceive
yeah.
me.
Oh, I love
But
that.
I just ended up laughing in all of the pictures. So they all kind of turned
I
out
feel like
like
that could
that.
that could make the show really more entertaining. Like somebody who's just, having fun, laughing at themselves, like not taking
Yeah.
it too seriously. I don't know. I feel like that could work. I don't know anything about shows, but
I think it would be interesting.
marketing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, and acro sharing a little bit of knowledge as well. Up above, no striations, but they want to see more separation in wellness versus bikini. So some of that
Yeah.
information. Thanks, acro. And whoops, Snook, you can see like all my organization over here, like all the
That's way
different
more
pieces of this
organized
app.
than I am.
I actually very much enjoy this. Thanks, Snookers, for the sub as well. If we get 5 subs tonight, we'll give another one away to Metal Megs. That's just kind of what we're doing. We're gonna give away one, and we're gonna give away Legion supplements, which Minis won, Acros won. My goal is to get all of you to win. So make sure you do exclamation giveaway to learn how to enter down below. I love this. You're like, I am a cat person. If anyone didn't understand, I am a cat person.
So my husband was actually this is like a screen grab from a video that he took of me. So I'm wearing his robe, and that's my cat, one of my cats, Otto.
Mm.
The robe is gray, and so I don't know much about Star Wars, but I put on the robe and I was like, I held my cat. I was like, "Come to the dark side." So I feel like that kind of just describes me in a
Oh,
nutshell.
I
I'm
love
just
it.
like super nerdy, super weird, just awkward cat mom.
I love that. Are you a fan? Because you said you're nerdy. Are you a fan of Star Wars and nerdy stuff, or?
I like Star Wars, but I wouldn't say I'm like super into it compared to like other fandoms, I guess you could
Okay.
say.
Is there
Yeah.
a fandom that you're
I
like
like
way into?
I really like Game of Thrones. I have yet to read the books. I will
Ah.
probably say that Lord of the Rings is my favorite. Like they're my comfort movies. I
Ooh, I
watch
love
them
it.
like 4 times a year, all the way through,
Oh, really?
extended versions. Yeah.
Yes. Like all 4.5
Yep.
hours per movie or
Yes.
whatever. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
love
those
it.
are my
Yeah.
comfort movies.
We were talking today. I was talking with a bunch of the crew at the shoot today, and one of them was like, "Yeah, Lord of the Rings," and I'm like, "Man, the Lord of the Rings movies. Obviously, the books are amazing, but like the movies are just like, it's like they kind of kicked off a whole new era of fantasy. So it's
Yes.
like responsible for even Game of Thrones, like what we were able to get out of Game of Thrones, like thanks to Peter
Mhm.
Jackson and Lord of the Rings. So I'm right there with you. Love it.
Yeah,
Um,
completely agree.
are you? Did you read the books first? Are you a fan of the books?
No, so I did not read the books,
Okay.
and like I want to read more. I really do, and like I know
That's
Shinken
okay.
is in
I'm
chat
not.
right
I'm not.
now.
I'm not coming at you. I'm not. I was just curious because there's
No,
some things
no.
that they change that if you have
See,
read the books, you're like, that was kind of dumb. But I hadn't read them
yeah.
in 10 years when I watched the movies, and I was like, oh great. My wife's like, she's got like a steel trap of a mind. She's like, no, like Eowyn and Aragorn are not like this relationship, and It's not okay. Not happening. And I was like, I don't know. It's
Really?
kind of charming. You know, they did it. They did it well in the movie. I don't know if I got the names right.
Oh, see,
But
I
little things
I
like that.
loved like their relationship in the movie. I loved it so much, and like I feel like I don't know. I just I just love it so
Yeah,
much.
I thought it was
It's
done well in
just
the
so
movie
cute.
too. Yeah, yeah, I know like book fans and movie fans can get divisive, but I like to be like, let's just figure it out. Let's just love it
Some
together.
common
Let's
ground.
let's wear a gray muumuu and hug our cats and pretend we're a Star Wars Sith Lord or
Right?
A Star Trek Sith Lord or whatever. I love it.
Star Trek Sith Lord. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I forgot I sent you this one.
Yeah, let's get real dorky.
Oh
This is
man.
like your Hallmark movie. Like I'm just a, small town girl coming back and, it's got some trouble with the husband and,
Yeah.
let me just take off my hat and let down my hair and like
What
the dorky librarian kind of.
What's funny about this picture is like, so at this time, we had to either have our hair in like a braided bun, a regular bun, or you could have it in like it was called like a Gibson tuck. It's basically just like a roll in your hair.
Mm.
Um, so this was on deployment, and when I would be driving, I could not have my hair in a bun. Like it would poke at me the whole time, and it was so irritating. So I would actually take my hair completely out of the bun because I gave no fucks.
Ah.
So my hair, I would stuff it in my beanie so no one knew.
Oh,
That's how
that's
I got
awesome.
away with it. So it worked out pretty
And
well.
this
But
is and
yeah,
this
that
is
was
your
on the
knowing smile, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I took that and I sent it to my husband. I was like, about to go on mission.
Ah, like, are you proud of me? Yeah, Acro in stream says looks like Ryan's sister. So
Oh my god.
super nerdy. That's how you
No,
know you're nerdy. This is actually Ryan with a filter. There you go.
it's just that smile.
Marky Mark. Oh, I love that. I love the name Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, but Marky Mark, Ryan, that's the dorky nerdy Meg phase. Love it. Love
See,
it.
Meg's has always been dirty, nerdy, and dorky.
GI glasses. Yeah, are these
Yeah.
like GI glasses? I feel like mine are like my father-in-law's when he got his like whatever it's called given to him in the 60s or maybe 70s. Like they're big and gigantic like this.
So they're called BCGs, and
BCGs.
the BCGs, yeah. I can't remember what the actual acronym is for, but
Big corny glasses.
big corny glasses or birth control glasses because no one would want
Birth
to have
control
sex with you
glasses.
when you're wearing glasses like that.
Dang it.
That's the
I
running
thought it would
joke.
work for me. I thought I would do it. I love it. So these are the BCGs. They've gotten
Those are
smaller.
the BCGs. Yeah, they're a little bit more
Ah.
stylish now.
Nice. Love it. And then I think this is our last one, which I always love to just end on a classy one. Was this with your photo shoot as well?
So this was actually really recent. This was with my friends. We all went out to brunch and we didn't even talk about what we were going to wear, but we all ended up wearing basically the same outfit. So it was hilarious. And so my friend, she's like, let's
That's
go
awesome.
take pictures. We all look cute. And so we took some pictures and they were like, Megs, give us sass. And so I was like,
Ah, I love it. This is good for your fitness marketing too. You're like, do you want to have a hot sizzly behind like this? Watch.
you want a booty?
I mean, that sells. This sells right here.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, that's our revealing photos. Those were good. Good work on those. Let's see. Did I hit it again and get two truths and a lie already? I feel like we got 4 things left. I don't know how to check it. I should be better at this. So let's go ahead and do 2 truths and a lie. So Megs is going to tell us 3 things about herself, 3 short things, and one of them is going to be a lie, and we have to guess. And if you're at home and you guess correctly, one of you who guesses correctly has a chance to win a sub to Meg's channel. So that's how it's going to work. Do you have your stories or do you need me to vamp? Because I can vamp. I can do a giveaway vamp.
Do they have to be like full-on stories?
No, it's probably better if they're just like short things about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can think for a second if you want. I'll remind everyone about the giveaway, which we've got going on tonight. At the end, we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw in like a half an hour, or whenever we kind of wind down. So, 20 points per ticket. Everyone gets a free ticket, and ticket over 9,000, and you can buy up to 1,000 tickets. Subs are 4 times more likely to win. So it's free to play, pay to win though. And you get 1,000 free points if you sub. So that's 50 tickets. And if we hit that 5 sub tonight, we'll give another sub. So there'll be 2 subs to Meg. So we're just going to pass along that love. So exclamation points to see how many points you have. Tickets are 20 points a ticket. And this is so complicated. Just get a ticket. Just get 1 ticket. If you want more, sub, and you'll be 4 times more likely to win. Free to lose. And you can pick a supplement. And protein's like up to $60 from Legion, so check that out. Free $60. We're giving away free shit. All right, do you have your 3 things?
I think so.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna write them down.
Whenever you are.
Let's do it. Number 1.
Cool. So first one is my first cat name was Hocus, like Hocus Pocus. Let's see.
Sounds like a lie.
My dream trip would be to Egypt. And then number 3 would be I have a brother.
Were you guys looking in her eyes as she was talking? I was like trying to type and then trying to look in her eyes. Except this is not your eyes. This is your eyes. Let's see. So number 1, your first cat was named Hocus. Was your second cat named Pocus?
Hocus Pocus was his full name.
Okay. And Celty with the sub. Thank you for that. Dream trip would be to Egypt is number 2. And you have a brother. So for those who frequent Meg stream, I feel like you have a pretty good chance at this, right? Like, as a cat mommy, she probably talks about the cats, so you might have a good sense of that. The dream trip, that seems like something to share. There's a big pause there. So if I was a betting man, I'm circling around number 2. I'm not picking it yet. Dream, because it was like, let me think. Dream trip to Egypt. Like, I don't know if I bought that. I don't know if I bought that. Oh, otherwise you're a really good liar. In which case, great. And then number 3, you have a brother. That was the shortest one. She didn't have to think about it, so that could be the lie too. Malik says she's a bad liar. So what's the tell? Is it number 3 that it was so easy to say? She didn't have to think about it. Number 2, she had to think really hard about it. Or number 1, none of the above. She was kind of able to choose it. What do we got? Let me write your names down. So go ahead and tell me. Tell me what you guys want. I'm watching you, Celsi. Let's see.
I like to think I'm a terrible liar.
Yeah, I mean,
So
is
I
it a
don't know.
good?
Maybe
Is it a skill you want to be
y'all
good
will get
at?
it right. I've
No,
never been a
brother.
good
Final
liar.
answer. Okay.
Even
So Eddie
even when I had
says
like
number
white
3.
lies,
Even when you what?
even when I had white lies growing up with my parents, you didn't go out late. No, I didn't.
Ah.
You're a
All right,
liar.
Marky Mark. I hope my children are terrible liars. Malik is number 1 just because no one's gonna pick it. All right, that's smart. That's strategy. All right, we still got other people to pick. So first, number 1 is first cat name was Hocus. Dream Trip is number 2, would be Egypt, and you have a brother is number 3. Here, I think I can actually put this up as a photo. Haha.
Perfect.
Let's see, does this work? Make it bigger. See, guys, how organized I am? I write shit down. Look at this. Look at it. Boom. Celti's going with 1. Ooh, Nutmeg, number 2. What's happening, Nutmeg? Welcome in. Minnie is number 2. Indy, no one picked 2. I picked 2. Indy. Smart people. Organization gains are gains 2. Shinken, green. What are you picking? I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. Ooh, you know what we haven't done? I was like, I'm a little hungry, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta eat some spicy stuff here in a little bit.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah, it's
no.
gonna
This was
happen.
the one I was most nervous about.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little digestive. It'll be great. Look, you're having a good hair day. Do I look like I'm having a good hair day? I know you directed that at Megs. I'm changing my vote. Marquee. Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it right now. You get 1 change. Let's see. Joe picked 2. I think I have AI on here. Let's see. Space for AI. Which of the previous 3 answers or which of the previous 3 phrases is a lie? Let's see what AI says. Sorry, I cannot answer this question as it's not related to this document.
Oh.
Okay. Skynet's not taking over yet.
They won't let you cheat.
All right. That's enough time for everyone. So Malik and Celti, number 1. Nutmeg, Minnie, Indy, Marquee, Joe Workouts, number 2. Shink and Eddie, number 3. Wow. I'm gonna go number 2. The pause for me is number 2. There we go. Me. All right. So hit us with it. What's the answer? What's the real answer?
I don't have a brother.
Oh.
It's just my sister.
Wow, I thought for sure everyone would know that. No one picked that. Wow.
Yeah.
Good job. That was pro.
Yeah,
See, you were very quick with that one.
Yeah, I don't really talk about like, past pets, and I guess I haven't really talked about the fact that I've always wanted to go to Egypt. But yeah, it just doesn't really come up in stream. But yeah.
I love
yeah,
it.
it's
You
just
got
my
us.
sister and I don't have a brother.
Except Eddie and who else got it? Eddie and Shinken Green. So let me know if one of you has a sub already to Megs. We'll give the other one a sub. Shink picked 3 as well. Yeah, Marquis, it's like SATs. You got to go with your first answer.
Oh, the gut choice.
So let me know in chat. I'll make sure you guys get your sub after the show. Yeah, that's what we got. I'm gonna hit another button. We're gonna keep going.
Cool.
Let's see. Are you Eastern, or what time zone are you in? Because it's 9:05 my time. So it's okay. All right. I know our Eastern folk, especially fitness folk, are like, I'm old. I gotta go to bed. I'm like, me too. But we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Plus, Ultra Eddie, you don't remember, you have to check. Just let me know. She's in the real time zone. Yeah. CST baby, just like Minnie. All right, so we got air squat recommendations. So Shinken's got a sub, so Eddie will get it, and if Eddie already has one, I get it. All right, here we go. Air squat recommendations. All right, so we're gonna have a timer, and for 1 minute, we're gonna do air squats. Does that sound good? And for that 1 minute, I'm gonna ask you questions to get recommendations so we can learn a little bit more about you.
All right.
All right. Oh shit, I did legs today too. This is gonna suck. All right, ready?
Okay.
Here we go. All right. Favorite food? Go. Oh.
Pasta.
Favorite dessert?
Brownies. No, ice cream.
Ooh, favorite exercise?
Body part or specific exercise?
Both.
Deadlifts, legs.
Ooh, nice. Favorite superhero?
Ooh. I'll come back to that one if that works.
All right. Favorite TV show or movie?
Lord of the Rings movie. TV show. TV show, it changes. Right now.
All right. Favorite.
Probably
Go.
Sailor Moon.
Ooh, nice. Favorite guilty pleasure?
Thrift shopping.
Favorite color?
Purple.
And favorite chore?
Chore?
Yeah.
Probably mopping.
Mopping. All right. I think that's around a minute. I think I actually, when I scooted or made our images bigger, I think I covered up the timer somewhere around here. But
oh no,
we did it. We got it. We got to learn a little bit more about you. So mopping, huh? Like what?
Yeah,
just getting that floor squeaky clean?
Yeah, because like I don't like sweeping. I don't enjoy sweeping. I usually make my husband do that. But I love taking the Swiffer out, getting the wet jet out, and I just love it's so satisfying because it makes it all shiny and glossy. It's like a clear coat, like when you do your nails. It's like a clear coat. It's just very satisfying.
Yeah, it just makes it look nicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's interesting too that you specifically don't like sweeping. Like I don't know that I've ever heard of anyone being like, I don't like sweeping. I'm gonna make my husband or somebody else do it.
It bothers me a lot when like you take the dustpan and like you're dusting, you're putting the dust in the pan. You get that small little line. Ooh, it just irks me. Oh, I can't stand it. And that's why I don't like it, because I know I can never get all of it. And that's why I like mopping and like wet jet Swiffer, whatever you want to call it, because then I can get the rest of the dirt.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the story about my mom, like we would not sweep at all. We would just get paper towels and get down on the wet paper towels and maybe some spray sometimes, get down on the floor and clean like that. So there was never any sweeping in that household. It was just all wet cleaning. It was like mopping with a paper towel, like with her.
Yeah.
The crazy things that we do. All right. We're gonna keep hitting things. But what do you do for fun? Like if you have a Friday night planned and it falls through and you're like at home, you're like, oh, no one's around. What are you going to do? Like, are you going to try to go out, hang out with somebody? You're going to try to read a book? Like, what would be, kind of that fun thing for you to do?
Well, it would depend on a couple different factors. if it's early enough to where I could still go to a flea market or like a thrift shop that I've never been to, I really
Mm.
like doing that. That's really fun because I like antique stuff. I find it just really like interesting. I like looking at all the little cute
You
things.
could probably
Um,
later Friday evening go to a thrift shop. Maybe not a flea
yeah.
market, but probably a thrift
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah. Flea markets are a good Saturday thing though, because if I don't have anything going on
Yeah,
Saturday,
yeah,
I try and do that.
yeah.
But yeah, if it's like late in the day, it kind of just depends. Sometimes I'll just like sit in the house, just listen to some music, and maybe work on like a little craft that I've been trying to do, or
Hmm.
I'll watch some anime, or recently I've been working on my gym, so I've been painting that. Been working on getting like equipment and stuff, so I'll research different things that I want to get for it. Or like I'll even just have my friend come over. I'll be like, "Hey, are you free?" She's like, "No, I'm not busy." And I'll be like, "Okay, well just come on over."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I just want to talk to somebody. Just come on over."
So, I mean, it seems like kind of like what we talked about before. You have a lot of things that you like and prefer, but you kind of roll with it. Like, hey, what are my opportunities?
Yeah.
I could do this. You know, I could do one of 10 things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you said Sailor Moon is one of the shows you're watching right now too, and you mentioned anime.
hmm
What's your favorite anime? Super curious about that.
Favorite anime is definitely Attack
Or
on
maybe
Titan.
top three.
Okay, number
Oh.
one, Attack on Titan. Two, mm, I really liked Akame ga Kill. It was shorter, but it was really good. I did really enjoy that one. And then
Which one is
three,
that? I feel like I kind of recognize the name, but when it's like a very
um,
Japanese name, it kind of goes out my head.
so it's not really like My Hero Academia where like each person has like a quirk and then like that's their superpower. Akame ga Kill, they're kind of like an assassin group
Okay.
ish. But my favorite character is Shell in there. I don't know why. I just really liked her character a lot. I thought we were really similar because she's very introverted, but also she's a total badass. So I don't know. I just really liked her character in that anime. But yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to look that one back up because it rings a bell, but I can't picture what it is.
it's only 2 seasons if I remember right. It's either
Okay.
one or just 2 seasons. But yeah, it was really good.
And so we had, what was it? Attack on Titan, Akame ga Kill.
Three, three would probably be uh shoot. Probably Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was the first true anime I ever watched.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you ever watch
it
Full
was really
Metal
good.
Alchemist not Brotherhood?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
It's I think it's very similar, like two-thirds similar, and then the ending is different. Like I
Mhm.
think the ending follows or is made up versus Brotherhood, I think follows the manga. I think that's the
Yeah,
big difference.
yeah, yeah. I haven't watched that yet, and I'm like, well, do I really need to if I already know how it is actually supposed to end? So I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a completely different ending. So now that
yeah.
you mention it too, I kind of want to rewatch it. I haven't watched that in a while.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love too that you're going to be in a wellness competition and you're such an anime geek. Like that's great. Like the nerd
I
fitness overlap. Like I love it.
like I only got into anime in 2020, so I'm a newbie
Oh,
nerd. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. So I mean, it's great. It's a great time to be a weeb. Such great anime. Like I mean, like Death Note too. Like if you're open to kind of other genres, is
Death
really
Note is good.
good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I watch a lot of what's it called? It's like, oh, I've transported to another world and now I'm a superhero. Now I'm like really badass, like Sword Art Online,
Oh,
or
see, I haven't
the time I
watched
got
that one
reincarnated
yet.
as a slime. Um, I love Sword Art Online because like it's like a sweet story as well. Like they're trapped in
Oh,
the
is
online
it?
world, and they form relationships and a bond, and it's just kind of sweet.
My
Um,
friend, he keeps trying to get me to watch that and One Piece. I'm like, I don't have enough commitment for that. I'm sorry.
yeah, Sword Art Online is maybe 2 good seasons, and then some weird, like 2 more weird seasons. One Piece though, there's like 700 episodes. Like, how do you approach a show like that, or like Naruto, or
You don't.
anything like
You
that?
don't.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like, I
Hunter
know
x
what it's
Hunter,
about.
that's a good one.
Not really for me. Oh, Hunter x
Yeah,
Hunters? Yeah, I haven't watched that either.
yeah. Let's watch One Piece this summer together online. Yeah, just put it in the Discord, Eddie. Iseki. I think that's what it is. Yeah, is my catnip.
All
Um,
1,000 episodes.
oh my gosh. All
No.
right, I'm gonna hit another thing. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry for that spicy spice.
Oh no.
We're getting closer, so make sure you guys are buying things or buying tickets down below. Gun show. Are you ready for this?
What?
So I've got
Is it
music.
like
You
a
can't hear
pose
it.
down?
Yes. So
Okay.
you're gonna actually walk me through poses that you're doing, and I'm gonna copy them,
Oh,
okay, as best I can.
okay. Okay.
Here, let
Wow.
me fix this. And you gotta wait a second because we have like a 30-second song and there's a light show.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right, and it gets weird, So there we go.
Well, if
All
you're
right, here we
gonna be
go.
doing wellness poses, I hope the booty is ready. The booty and the legs are pumped and ready.
Oh, okay. Here, let me switch my camera. Wide camera. There's a wide camera. All right, let me do this real fast. We're gonna do this live. Ah! Ah! All right, now I just got to go stand right there. All right, all right. I'm gonna hit the music, and then you start showing me what to do. Ready? Go.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna push your hip back, put your hand on your hip. You gotta pop the booty out. So you gotta squeeze this butt cheek, suck in your waist, and then bring this hand out here. But you gotta keep your chest up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now you're sticking your booty out. And then turn. So you're gonna sit into your other leg, pop this leg up, push down, and then now detach your torso from your lower body. Come back to the first pose. Come back around. And then now you have to pop the glutes. So you're basically doing a moon pose. So you gotta arch your back. Arch your back. And then push your legs out while keeping your back arched. Like that.
This sounds hard.
And then now you gotta pop the other booty. Sit back. And then detach your upper body from your lower body again. There you go.
Oh my
Look
gosh, that was
good.
amazing.
I
Oh,
bet
my
your
core
back
hurts
has a
so much
lower
right
body.
now.
Or I bet your back has a
Oh,
low back bump.
yeah. That was nuts. I love that. That was awesome. Popping booty. That was cool. I couldn't see if I was doing anything correct, but thank you for walking me through that.
It's perfect. Perfect
Ah.
start.
So now I think I'm ready for the men's wellness.
Definitely ready for men's wellness. You just got to get yourself like 5-inch heels.
5-inch heels and like maybe another 2 inches on the booty.
Doing like 500 reps of hip thrust would definitely get your
I
booty pumped up enough for it. You never
love it.
know.
Yeah, I don't think I have any hip thrusts right now in anything that I'm doing. I mean, I have some. I have a little some RDLs. That's about it. That's the
Those are
closest thing
good.
I get. Yeah. Can we get Ryan in a bikini next time? Celtsy, for you, anything. You got that first? I'm in. I don't know if anyone's going to want to see that, if anyone will stay here, but we'll definitely get that going. All right, let's see. That was awesome. I love that. Are you going to stream the show, or are you going to just post kind of about, or how's that going to work?
I would really like to stream the show for sure.
Mm.
I would probably have my dad, if my dad's able to go, or my husband hold the camera for me and then stream it.
Oh, yeah.
But the only issue is like, who's gonna help me backstage? Is it gonna be my husband helping me backstage and also doing the stream?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But I'd like to for sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool, and just for people to see like what that's like, you know.
Mhm.
Because again, I don't think I've seen Wellness Acro stream some stuff, and so that's like my only experience with any type of fitness show.
Oh, gotcha.
So that'd be super fun to see, and then we can, I don't know, share in the experience with you. Be like, yeah, stick that booty out, go, you got it, yeah. You know, just be your hype
Yeah.
people. Not there, but you
It'd
know,
be super fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want.
yeah. Ooh, get Joe to help you backstage. There you go. Just bring her up
That
or
would be
bring
a
her
cool
over.
idea.
All right, so we got the plank challenge. This is one I'm not looking forward to because I did planks today. We're just gonna hold planks until one of us gives up, and I'll keep asking questions. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I don't know if you'll be able to see me. I might have to lower this a little bit.
Let's see. Let me fix my lights too. I hate red. Get out of here.
I think you'll be able to see me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I set this up too, so I can plank like right here.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, all right. Are you ready?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm in it. Let's go. Yeah. So, how do you train? Do you follow somebody else's workout? Have you created your own? Because you also train other people. So, what does that kind of look like for you?
I program my own workouts. And I was contemplating just buying like a generic program like focused around legs for my
Yeah.
show. But a lot of them were too glute focused and which is not a bad thing for wellness. It's just my quads were really lacking because I didn't do squats for so long, like with my hip issues and everything. So, I was like, well, I'll just make my own program and I'll just like really hammer my quads. So, yeah. And then I do my own nutrition and everything right now, and I'm coaching myself for my show, I guess I should
Okay.
say.
Yeah. And how's that going?
It's going pretty good. Honestly, it's been like a really big learning
Oh.
process.
All right, I gotta bow out on that one. Oh my gosh, my core is still shredded from this morning. That was like hurting
See, I have
immediately.
hand on
Oh, oh my gosh. All right, so I think you're like 2 up on me too, so I might have to leave the internet after this.
that.
Yeah, how's it going coaching yourself? Because obviously, like, you know, we're probably like our own worst bosses in some sense, because we're letting or we have the opportunity to let ourselves down, and we have to hold ourselves accountable, and that can be kind of difficult. But do you find that you're able to kind of work through that pretty well?
Yeah, I'm not at a point in my prep where I'm having a hard time being really subjective with how I'm viewing my body, and that was really important to me because if I was going to be doing this prep, whether or not I had a coach, I was like, I need to make sure I am mentally ready to be viewing my body in that way. Because, yeah, you can have things that you might not like the most about yourself, but if you're viewing yourself in a subjective eye like that, you're picking your body apart. I need to fix
Yeah,
this. I
totally.
need to bring up this. This is too much. This is not enough. That kind of mindset. And had I tried to do that a few years ago, I was not in the right mindset for that whatsoever.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, this is all just information, and I just need to basically process this information how it's needed, if that makes sense. So coaching myself has been a really big learning curve for me because I feel like it's making me a better coach as well.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Because like I had never put myself through like a formal cut before.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with past clients that were, having like a weight loss goal, I feel like I wasn't sympathetic enough with how they were feeling
Right.
because
Sure.
it is really like physically and mentally draining some
Mm-hmm.
days, like especially my low days. It is very, very draining. Um, and I feel like with past clients, I wasn't sympathetic enough. So that's been really, really fun to learn about myself and like
Yeah, now you can
learning.
be very empathetic. You're like, I'm there with you. I feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you feel.
yeah, like I understand it now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's been really like eye-opening for me. I feel like the whole process of just coaching myself has been really, really eye-opening. And I'm learning
Mm.
so much from it. And that was the whole reason why I decided to coach myself versus hiring someone.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
didn't want to just be told what to do. I wanted to understand why I was doing what I was doing. And if I fuck up, that's on me. I get to learn from that. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's how I
I
see it.
I
But
love what you're talking about there too, that process of like coaching yourself and understanding and experiencing that other side of it.
yeah.
To
Hmm.
be your own customer, or your own trainer and then your own trainee at the same time. You can see from both perspectives to some degree, and then hopefully that
Yeah.
helps enhance how you can work with other people because you can then
Yeah.
empathize. Yeah.
And, like, I've had to turn away people before. They're like, "Oh, do you do competition prep?" I'm like, "No, like, I've never done a
Mm,
competition. I do not feel comfortable
yeah.
doing that for you. I'm sorry, I'm not the coach for you." It's I
Yet.
feel like
Yeah.
now I'll have this under my belt, and so if I
Mm-hmm.
want to offer that, I could if I felt capable. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I need to do it myself first.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Um, then you can, yeah, empathize with people, be like, hey, and just watch out backstage. The protein farts are, it's gonna get funky. It's gonna be weird backstage, whatever. Again, I have no experience, just hearing like Acro or Dia or,
Gotta make sure
guys
you carb
talk
up
about it.
enough, eat those rice cakes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then don't just splurge afterwards because your gut's not gonna be happy, the next day or
Yep,
whatever.
that
Um,
too.
Experience that once and you're like, no, please just don't do it. Save your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hit another one. We're kind of winding down more here. Let's see. I think there might only be one left. Yeah, there's one more. Oh, this is good. This is a good one to end on before
Ooh,
we do our giveaway. You guys still have a
scared.
little bit of chance left to enter the giveaway, exclamation giveaway. You can get free supplements from Legion in this giveaway tonight, up to $60 value. It's pretty awesome. We're gonna do spicy truths. So
Okay.
we're gonna take a shot of something spicy. I'm so excited that this is the last thing because after we get done, I'm gonna go upstairs and have a protein ice cream that I made. So
Oh,
that
that
will
sounds
help melt
delicious.
it and just with the swelling. It'd be
See,
great.
I don't get protein ice cream.
You know what? I started eating it in like my first big cut because I could have I can make it like 250 calories and a moderate amount of protein and a little bit of carbs. So it actually
How
kind
do
of
you
worked.
make it, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't mind at all. And Snook's here too.
Please share.
So he's making his protein ice cream out of the Fairlife chocolate milk and other things. But this is
Mm.
a flexible dieting lifestyle recipe. Zach LaRoche, I think his name is. But basically, I do 20 grams of casein, 20 grams of, this is a little bit bigger. It's like 315 calories. 20 grams of casein, 20 grams of whey in the flavor that you want. In this case, I have a vanilla casein and a chocolate peanut butter whey.
Ooh.
Then I add in 12 grams of powdered peanut butter, 8 grams of stevia grain or Truvia, 8 grams of sugar-free, fat-free butterscotch pudding mix. And then what you do is you actually take ice, and they recommend 300 grams. I do 500 just to make it more. It like gets so big. Blend
Mm.
it up first. It becomes like a snow cone consistency. And then you put your dry ingredients in, and then I pour 160 grams or milliliters of almond milk in there, kind of mix it a little, and then blend for about 2.5 minutes, and then it becomes like a frosty. I put it in the freezer for 5 minutes while I clean up, and then take it out, and it's got like a little bit of a hardness to the top of it. So you kind of crack through that, and then it's like frosty consistency. And then I'll typically put fat-free whipped topping on it, 25 grams of that. And
Yeah.
I have peanut butter, a Reese's peanut butter puff cereal. I do 20 grams of that on top. Or you can do like Oreo thins, crush them up, and kind of sprinkle it on top.
That sounds so good.
360
have that every
calories
night?
max. I have it every night. Yeah.
That sounds so good.
I pre-make it sometimes too.
Mm.
But it's so good.
When
I
you're
can do
feeling
it
lazy, but you still want ice cream.
exactly. And on a cut, like if it's the 250 calorie version, it's still, pretty thick. So there's some
Yeah.
satiety to it, but it's like something like I can sacrifice throughout the entire day. I can eat a fraction of the calories that I need to eat because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have this ice cream treat.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's nice. At least you know
Yeah.
yourself, because I know I love my breakfast. I have to
Mm,
have my favorite kind of breakfast, which
yeah.
is my protein oats with a lot of almond butter on top, and then I make eggs with some salsa on it, and
Ooh.
it starts my day off right.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't really care what else happens like the rest of the day. As long as I have a little bit of carbs for my
Oh
workout, I have
yeah.
my protein oats, I'm happy.
Well, that probably gets you going for the rest of the day too, and
Yeah.
gets you the energy that you need to get going. So that
Yeah.
sounds great. I love it. Let's see. Oh, spicy truth. Okay, so we're gonna shoot. This is ghost pepper. Like my mouth, I'm already drooling. Just thinking about this. Ooh, ooh. You got some
Is
hot
this
sauce
enough?
there.
Is this too much? I don't know. Let me
You
see.
take as much. I mean, this is like a
I'm gonna
tablespoon that I
die.
have. Yeah. So we'll drink this, and then you tell us something spicy, and you can interpret that however you like.
Mm, okay.
All right, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I bit myself. Oh man, everything's going wrong.
Do I get water?
Not until you finish the spicy truth.
Oh God. Okay. Spicy truth would be I I don't know.
Or silly or awkward or just whatever's at the top of your head. Boom, that story right there.
I'm always
Di-
awkward.
dying on stream is
Uh,
terms of service. Yeah.
this is just making it worse for myself at this point.
Oh, I think you're just
Um,
dragging it out. Oh. Yo, deadlift deadlift. Thanks for that little Jim. Oh, I'm dying.
I can't even think of anything. I think I needed to take more.
Yeah, this is a
I'm
ghost
the
pepper.
worst.
I'm not going to take anything until you tell me something, or just a
Sorry.
story you've never told anyone, or you don't tell people, or something awkward that's happened to you, or
I guess I tried to run away from home because I tried looking up maybe some not so great things on the internet. I thought I was going to run away from home, and I kept it a secret from my parents for
oh,
3 months. They completely forgot about it. And I walked down the stairs and I was like bawling. I was like, Dad, I lied.
oh, you're too sweet.
Yeah. Tried to look up some maybe not so appropriate things on the internet.
I'm gonna count it. That's great.
There, that's probably the best I got.
Oh man, you
I'm
are a
sorry, I
pro.
made that
You dragged that
horrible
out.
for you.
No, you dragged that out so long. You get points for that. Oh, oh,
I'm so sorry.
mm.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm always awkward. Like, what's this dicey truth?
Oh man, I love to think that you're just a mastermind and you plan that so that I just had to sit here and not drink anything.
I'm really
Oh,
so
oh,
sorry.
oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was so good. Uh and it just shows how sweet you are again. You had to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Um oh
3 months later. Like my dad still absolutely loves like sharing that story to everybody. I'm like, why do you have to tell everybody this? Why? I'm already
yeah.
embarrassed enough that it already happened. I don't want to talk about it again.
Mm.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. That's a pro way to play the game. All right, so let's do a giveaway. I know, clears out the sinuses. Like we're gonna be good tomorrow. And it helps with the digestion tomorrow. Just
Mhm.
gets it going.
I'm definitely hitting the water intake today, that's for sure.
Ooh, I love it. All right, so the giveaway. We're gonna do the giveaway. You can enter too. You can win some free protein. Just type exclamation ticket down in the chat if you have chat up. And Jim, thanks for that resub. Let's see, if we get 2 more subs, we'll give away another sub to Meg's channel. So anybody who wants a sub, you'll also get 1,000 points, so you can get another 50 tickets. And subs are 4 times more likely to win. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I'll give you another minute or so to have those options. As we're winding down here too, you did mention when you stream, but I want you to have a chance to plug your show. So can you remind everyone when you stream and anything else you want to promote?
So I usually stream Friday evenings, Saturday afternoons, and then Sunday mornings, CST. So they're bodybuilding style workouts, open gym. I don't really have
I love
control
that
so
you
long
told us
background.
like Friday night, Saturday morning CST. That gets you kind of in the, several hour range. Do you have a specific time too?
It kind of depends because like I do stuff on the weekends, so I try and like work around it. Um,
Okay.
Typically it's like 7 p.m. CST Friday, and then Saturday it's usually around like 3 p.m. And then Sunday mornings it's usually like 10 a.m. CST ish.
Nice.
Like it's not perfect, but it's usually around those times. So yeah.
And are you promoting the Insta? Are you promoting anything else? Are you looking for, if people want help, can they reach out,
Yeah, definitely. All of my socials are Metal Megs with 2 G's. So that makes it really easy. I'm usually most active on Instagram. Gonna be honest, I don't really post on TikTok, but I have some stuff on there. If you prefer TikTok, you can reach out to me on there. Um, but yeah. And then I would like to start posting to YouTube again, try and do maybe like some prep vlogs. I thought that would be kind of fun. Working on the home gym, so once that's completely done and I do like the big reveal on Twitch, I'll post like a full transformation video of the gym. So yeah.
Both of those sound awesome, especially the prep vlog. Like that sounds really good, especially just sharing struggles that you're running into, like, the most
I find
relatable
them
stuff.
so helpful to watch
Yeah.
myself. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe someone could get some value out of this. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to start doing that soon.
That'd be awesome. All right. We're going to do it. I've given you enough time for the giveaway. We're going to give away 1 tonight here. All right, where do I go? Oh my gosh, my tongue is still fire. Oh. If you ever get the chance to do like some
Right.
kind of ghost pepper thing, just try a little, but make sure you
Okay,
have like
I'll
lipids,
try.
some milk around. I'm dying.
Ugh. See, I was contemplating bringing like a glass of milk, fitting it in the macros today, just so I could
Oh
have it.
yeah. Yeah, just the
I
lipids,
thought
like
about it.
it's a chemical thing. Like it's a chemical burn on your tongue. Lipids, fats will neutralize it. So it's a real thing. It's
Yeah.
science. It's not bro
I
science.
feel like you probably needed it more than me, though.
Yeah. I definitely needed it. I definitely didn't have it. All right, all right. Here we go. So the giveaway's closed. We're gonna draw a winner. Let's see. And Celsi won the giveaway with a 27% chance with a bunch of tickets. There you go. Pay to play, pay to win. All right. Exactly. 4 times more likely if you're a sub. There you go. So Celsi, I will get you a code and I will send you the code and then you enter it in your product, and your product and shipping are totally free. So it's going to be great. Acro was here. Acro did enter. He did get a bunch of tickets too. You beat him. You can tell Acro that you beat him handily. He had no chance. So awesome. Thanks, guys, for coming in and hanging out. Thanks all the people who support Megs who came in to hang out as well. I stream Monday through Friday in the mornings, early morning crowd. It's pretty chill. It's like Megs and I were talking earlier, like as an introvert, it's like welcoming you into my space. So please do check it out. Joe, Celsi, Snook, Jim, Marky Mark, Minnie, Shink. I don't know, is that how you shorten your name? Everyone, Eddie for coming in, hanging out, Acro. Anything else? Anything else? Any other plugs or anything? We'll have another show coming up soon. I'm working on scheduling with a couple of other people as well. Thanks for coming on, Megs. I think that's what we got. We did it.
So much. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. I was like very nervous about like completely just like embarrassing the shit out of myself, but I had a lot of fun. You do a great job hosting. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And I feel like I'm just going to embarrass myself as well, so we'll just be awkward and silly together, so it works well.
Now everyone knows about what I searched on the internet at 8 years old, so it's fine.
I love it. Yeah, we got the spicy truth. And Resident Kitsune, don't worry that you missed it. It'll be a VOD down below. You can catch all the Metal Meg's awesomeness in the stream and tune in 2 days to her stream. So
yes,
we'll check it out. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We're going to go to an ending stream and we're going to raid and we'll jump on Discord for a second here. So let me see if I can do this right. See, this is where I need somebody to help me while I vamp and try to get this to go. Okay, here we go. Let me know, guys, if you want to raid somewhere specific. Otherwise, I'm going to raid somebody random. Here we go. Thanks. Do good, be great. Bye.